It's late now. Oh, I'm tired, but I did want to finish my conversation. It's interesting that the more information I get about the field of study I'm going into, um, my videos keep getting messed up. So I just listened back to my last video and it's all choppy and it's messed up. So they definitely working on my nerves. It's no fun putting out content, you know, putting your energy into something for them to purposely fuck you over. But anyway, I was thinking about telling y'all about my trip I took. I went on I was trying to show y'all that picture of the mountain, but it's getting dark now. I don't think you can see it. So on my birthday, which was the 10th, I went under um psilocybin mushrooms. And it was an interesting trip. I know the higher dose you take, um, the less enjoyment you have. You know what I mean? Taking a let me turn this car around properly. I was trying to look at the mountains. Mm, I'm pretty sure I'm not in the right parking space, but who gives a shit? So the higher dose you take on the mushrooms, let me turn this the less of an enchantment you get. So basically, the higher the dose, the more you get in tune with yourself, and you go into your own akashic memories, and you don't just have like the memories of the universe and shit. So when I was in there, I felt like my trip was a rerun, and I said, "Wow, I'm pretty sure y'all told me this already." And they said, "Yeah, we did." So that was pissing me off. You know they be smart and shit, trying to be a smart ass. So, uh, one of the messages that they gave me was, "You gave birth to a child," and I said, "Why you saying it like that though? I know I gave birth to a child." And they was like, "No, you're not getting it." And the plane that you live in, the plane that you're currently existing in, society plays off a woman giving birth to a child successfully like it's no big deal. When we give birth to a child, a few hours later, it's over. We forget about what we just did. During the course of raising that child, we forget that we gave birth to it. I know that this is not registering with everybody because I kept saying, "So what's your point?" But the point is just that if you just don't say nothing else, right? If you just be in the moment right now as a woman who's given a successful birth, say I gave birth. Now, tell me if a corporation can give birth to a life. Tell me if a man can give birth to a life. You can't make a cake without flour. Okay, I got you. So for everybody to say the man is that a third, don't try to minimize what we doing. This is the whole point of the message they gave me. She said that now they're saying it's chest feeding and men can have babies too. They were really upset at the new era of taking away a woman's power and making her seem not that relevant or necessary. Even if you get implantations in you to carry a child, if you are not of a womb carrier, it's still not the same. When you have a child, you are literally as close to death as you probably will ever get before you die. And people ignore that. It's just like I read an article when I was younger, and it said giving birth to a child is like breaking 47 bones in your body all at once. Imagine that. Just really sit back deeply and think about you as a woman. The pushing of the life force out of you, the growing that life force inside you. Sit with it for a minute. They were really adamant about the divine energy being restored and how we must not give away our power. We must not call a man who is pretending to be a woman a woman. We must not do that. When we follow their cues as small as possible, like as small cues as you can follow just so you can fit in or so you won't be judged, it is literally destroying us as a divine energy. So they're really serious about you not giving life to the story of a penis carrier that portrays titties and duct tape to be a woman. It's offensive, it's insulting, it's disrespectful, and it's abomination. It is an abomination. Me and my husband was talking about um coming into your body, right? Coming into your body. If you really feel okay, so if anything we said to you didn't match, it didn't link up. Like the fact that your food can be making you gay. I know you don't believe that, just like you don't believe the male frog turned into a female with food and poison. That's fine. But at some point you're gonna have to Lord have mercy. This stuff be getting so on my nerves. It be just on my nerves. Like you can't say that I can't call myself a woman. You can't say that you're a woman because you put lipstick on. Y'all don't know how deep this is affecting the other worlds that we're running off of. I know you think in a single mindset, like we're in this reality right now, so this is what counts. But all of these realities are working into one great bigger plan. That's another message they gave me. I had said at in the middle of my trip, I said, look, I'm gonna smoke this L real quick. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't give a fuck about none of this no more because what's the point of all of this shit? It's just gonna keep repeating. I already know for certain that it just keep on spinning on the wheel of time. So one of the leaders from the yeah, I mean, she came and said to me, all of that is true, but you made an agreement to stop the planet destroyer from coming. And with that agreement that you made with the rest of the planet, uh you have to keep your word. And that kind of made sense to me because I can remember mission based. I can remember me being here on a mission. I remember that shit from the time I was born. I always knew I was here to do something. So That made sense to me. And then I just started thinking about other messages that I had throughout these journeys that I've taken. And that made more sense to me about me working in the bigger picture like thing. But I really don't know how to express to the female energy out there that we're under attack. And every time you invite a gay man who wants to be pretend he's a woman with weaves in his hair and nails and shit, whenever you give that life, whenever you be like, hey bitch, and that's my bitch, whenever you do that to a man that's not a fucking female, you are taking away your own power. There was a year that thing Caitlyn Jenner was awarded Woman of the Year, and we all accepted that. How can a man playing a woman be Woman of the Year when the women who are living women because they were born with blood vessels and coochie popping and eggs dropping and all that shit? How can a man be the Woman of the Year? A man who still fully has his penis. He hasn't even reverted his penis into a vagina. I mean, we're being brought into this corporation of thought where if we don't accept this bullshit, then we are outcast or blackballed or blocked. So you give in just like anything else, like in slavery and work and fucking polygamy. You just giving in. They said if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. That man pretending to be a woman ain't your bitch. That's not your girl. And for all the confused, non-binary, they, them, QTX, whoever is watching this and you're offended by it, you should be offended by this. I mean to offend you. I'm not here to make friends. Your confusion is fueling the destruction of us. But y'all not listening. If you're not willing to detox yourself to try to see if the fuck you really what you saying you are, that's on you. But my thing would be if I know for certain that I am a they, them, him, she, whatever the fuck y'all call yourself. If I know for certain that that is what I am, I'll take whatever fucking detox you got to offer me because I know what I am. I will take any gay serum. I will drink that gay serum, shoot that shit up in my arm like heroin, and snort that shit like coke. I promise you, I'm still gonna be straight because I stand for something. So I can't fall for shit. And when you've been born into a body and you feel like, oh, this not the right body for me, maybe the journey this life is for you to finally be comfortable with who you are. And you trying to escape the body you were born into that don't feel like you is you failing your mission again. But that's just me deep thinking. You ain't got to go on the lines of thought as mine, but I promise you, being a thing ain't right. And that's what my mushroom trip said to me. I never need these plant medicines to fucking tell me nothing I already know myself. But it's the being a human where you constantly doubting yourself that you keep seeking outside information to make yourself feel whole. Like you want to be a part of a gang, a member to a club. You want to be a part of a clique. Y'all niggas is born like that. You just need to fit in. If you just can love thyself and know thyself, you will have no need or desire to fit in with anybody. But you just gotta click. I remember when I was in middle school, I used to sit on the flagpole by myself every lunch. I ain't had no friends. I had people who pretended to be my friend, but because I wasn't in a certain clique, they act like they didn't know me during recess and didn't want to hang with me after school. And you know why I was okay with that? Because I knew who the fuck I was. I don't need you playing with me. You coming over here talking to me is going to bring me into a fucking vibration of dumb shit, candy and jump rope. But while I'm sitting here on this flag post, I'm already plotting how to take over the world. If you know yourself, you won't need to entertain yourself with other people and their thoughts and what their opinions are of you. And if this whole gay shim them, whatever the fuck is going on in this world right now, if it's so real and so natural, why the fuck is 72% of the married lesbians ending up in divorce? So you mean to tell me that you with a bitch because she just won't hurt you or understand you like a man? But y'all niggas getting divorced even more? What? Check and verify what I'm saying. You ain't gotta believe me. They did a new study that black males are now marrying more black males and no black females. So you got the black males marrying the black males, the white males, and the white and Asian women. So you've now manipulated, you've now allowed yourself the lowest totem pole of all lowest. I don't give a fuck if you mad at what I'm saying to you, but this is your choice. Black man, you have chosen over and over to just be low, be beneath. You think marrying a white woman will increase you. You think marrying a white woman and her giving you babies with fair skin and manageable hair, which is a fucking joke, increases you. You know, it's kind of it makes it so bad when you see a gay ass black man with a fucking white man. So not only do you have self-hate, you can't even be man. You can't marry a black woman. You still gotta be gay and the fuck interracial in it. If y'all can't see the fucking setup, I don't know what to tell you. It's sad watching that shit. And then to go under on a mushroom trip to have them chastise me for y'all fuckery. I would never suck a pussy. I would never do no shit. So I shouldn't be getting talked to or chastised about y'all fucking abominating fucking actions. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I know what my divine energy is. I know I'm supposed to lay for a man to fucking enter me, to create life. That's the purpose of this vessel. I know that. I'm clear on that. But then I gotta come give y'all a message that y'all don't give a fuck about, that you're not gonna listen to, that you're gonna be offended by. Like I said, I'm here to get a message. I'm gonna give it to you. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I ain't here to make friends. So my message to you females is stop fucking inviting these men and calling them females when the fuck they not. And if they was men interested in other men, then why are they acting like bitches? None of that makes sense. That's why it's organized confusion. That was one of the messages, the deep message they wanted me to give y'all. That one. What else? They were really adamant about the female energy not fading away, holding on to it by all the strength you have. It was sad what they showed me. It's really sad. It's sad watching how easy it is to just manipulate y'all to do what they want. It's so sad. And you do it so incredibly well. I mean, your ability to follow trends and not think for yourself is outstanding. I wish I could use that type of fuckery for my benefit, but it turns more than into disgust with me when I look at you. So I pray that everybody get where they need to be in their journey, and I pray that y'all stop allowing yourself to be easily manipulated through these energies. If you just fucking just try your best to learn who you are, this shit won't happen. I mean, y'all going to jail on purpose. You think that it's cool to go to jail. Like, what kind of fucking work ass thought processes do you have? God. Anyway, that trip told me to stay in my myopic ideals. Don't deviate from my plan. Um, oh yeah, this is a big one too. So they said, so for my particular trip, I usually don't tell y'all about the information they give me because it be personal, but I'll tell y'all this one. I've said to y'all before that I had a plan for that. And when I went under a few times, they showed me that I had a plan for that. I had a plan for every single thing that happened in my life, everything. So they actually showed me on this trip me sitting in this chair writing out this book. And the book was called I Had a Plan for That. Um, so they showed me thinking of every scenario and every situation possible. It was so crazy. And it's funny because Augustus was saying, I bet you sat in a room and drew up this contract for years before you came here. He said that a while ago, and then they showed me literally doing that. But they said it wasn't just me, it's a certain amount of people who had a plan for that. Now, when my husband said to me, where is the book? Because if you don't know where the book is you wrote, then you didn't have a plan for that. And I was still under when he said that to me. And I said, no, no, I had a plan for that too. So while we cracking up laughing, he said, all right, what was the plan? Where you leave the book? I said, the book is everywhere. I said, that was a plan. Because they're looking for an object. You see how they took our artifacts and they hid them in the Vatican, or they destroyed them, or they sold them off to independent buyers. I had a plan for that. Bitch, I knew you was going to do that because you can't change your fucking colors. I had a plan for that. So the artifacts that they thought they'd take, remember I said this already. I had a plan for that. Even my book, I turned my book into all. The book is in complete and total fucking energy. It is everything. It's absolutely everything. That was my plan for that. So the memories that I wrote in that book is in everything that I see, smell, touch, and taste. Feel, hear, imagine, breathe, exhale. It's in all of it. All of it. This is the plan we have. Whoever the other people are that's a part of this plan, this great big plan. We had a plan for that. So when I tell you you can do rockadelics, you think you just taking mushrooms or some kind of iboga or fucking bofu or something like that. You think that's the only way that you can get this information, but it's not. I told you you could lick a rock and have a psychedelic trip. I was right about that. You can eat a leaf, have a trip. You can smell a building made of brick and stone and have a trip. You can sit on a rock and remember. We had a plan for that. So no, there's nothing that they can take from us anymore. We had a plan for that. Everything that they thought they took from us, we had a plan for that. Nothing that they took from us is real. They're all dummies. Ooh, did she say that? I told you I don't duck and hide from a motherfucker. I come straight for you. I tell you directly to your face before I take you down. There will never be a different grounded because Fadia Mikael will always hold her. I told Bill Clinton I was coming to get my men out of jail directly to him. I'm not scared of anybody. And I'm telling you, these fake ass wannabe Catholic goon mobsters, you have the dummies, idiot. That's why y'all dumbasses don't know how to use it. Because you can't use it. Because it's a dummy. So you holding on to it, thinking that we don't have it so we can't use it, was another setup. We made you think that we were separated in our families. That was another setup. When you thought you was going to take our black men and give them to these damn weirdo, crabby white women, and they going to disrespect us and leave us, you can't even see what happens behind the scenes. Because we had a plan for that. We had a plan for your athletic shit you want to re-auction us off for something updated and new modern. We had a plan for that too. Just like you got your creep ass hybrids here that's asleep so that they won't know what their position is. Our motherfuckers is asleep so they don't know what their position is until I wake them up because I had a plan for that. Challenge me if you want. There has not been one person in my fucking life that I have asked to challenge me on anything I said who's actually done it. I fucking beg you to do that. I need to be fucking sharpened. Tell me I'm wrong. I promise you we had a plan for that. You think having us all in jail is to your benefit, but I had a plan for that too. You think turning our men into lipstick wearers and bend overers and our females into I don't even know what they call themselves. That whatever is going on in that confusion. You thought that because that was successful that you won. If you won, there would not be a 72% divorce rate amongst lesbians. Bitch, I had a plan for that. If ever you really truly want to get a hold of your Akashic record, all you gotta do is tap in however you gonna get there. Meditation, water therapy, breath work, psychedelics, it don't matter. All you gotta do is remember. Remember you had a plan for that. This shit is wild. I do understand we have to have amnesia. We have to. It's the only way we'll play the game without leaking anything. It's the only way we'll play the game and experiencing it without being bored, without getting bored. If you know every move that your opponent is going to make, then you lose interest in it. So I understand the process. And there was another thing they said to me to tell y'all too. Um, damn, damn. I think it's gone again. Yeah, they were adamant about the divine energy. They were adamant about, well, they were laughing a lot about the Vatican. And and how they think they won and how they think that they have our stuff hidden and it's just not even what they think it is. That was fun. I like laughing with them when we played them, the adversaries, the other people. It's fun. It's fun watching it too, because they be so confused. And because they can't change their spots, they're never going to do anything different. So they're going to continue to try to have us infight. And it was really good on that Jamie Foxx movie, whatever it's called, the Tyrone thing. The way he showed y'all how we have to pretend that we're fighting each other and hating each other, so we can get past them. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've triggered this memory in y'all that you had a plan for that, start scratching your head more. You scratch your head, tapping on your head. Memories can come back in any way that you want them to. Also, if you having a memory and you feel it trying to slip away, slap your hands real hard because that's them fucking with you. Okay. Um, it was something else I was supposed to tell y'all, but I forgot. So that mushroom trip was it was great because they reminded me that I had a plan for all of this. They also told me that in every lifetime that me and my husband has had together, we have always followed prophecies and only prophecies. We have never done anything other than following a prophecy. And I thought that was interesting because we're like that now too. No matter what our personal marriage go through, we stay on mission and we only follow our prophecies. And the three major prophecies that we had from the time we was in our teens up until now, all of them have played out. There's only one last piece to this prophecy um that hasn't happened yet. And they said it's already happening. We just got to keep moving and don't look at it. Don't worry about it. But if you have some kind of dream or memory from your childhood or something that stuck with you, that is information that you need. And I told y'all to make flow charts. Make flow charts of your memories, of what you're doing. Oh yeah. This thing, there are things that I do that I don't know why I do it, but I've been doing it life span after lifespan. I just do it. There's a motion that I do where I rub my face and then it's like I'm brushing the sweat off and then I snap my fingers, like something like that. If y'all do something that nobody else do, but you've been always doing it, that's something that you brought here and you could utilize it for your benefit. Another thing is I've always told y'all to use y'all activations wisely. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. And but you do need to train. You are going to have to train. You're going to have to figure out where you can go in private and train away from electronics. The more you connect to the trees, the more intel you'll get on safe spaces to train. Blind spots where they can't see you. You can use the birds to cover you when you're training. The trees can cover you when training. Also, you can use the mountains, which are rocks too. So if you don't have mountains around you and you have rocks around you, you can connect with the rock and the rock will build a force field around you to protect you while you're training. So you could do all this shit and you can cloak yourself and you protect it. So, well, that was my mushroom trip on my birthday. And I hope that helps you. Like I said, y'all, just keep on focusing on yourself and not other people or other people's opinion. Ask yourself, who am I? What am I? Why am I? Who am I? What am I? Why am I? Who am I? What am I? Why am I? Also, the Sudan is dry, the desert, the Antarctica, 0 hour.